Touch of Gray Matter. I'm Dave Sokolowski, your host, along with Thomas Patrice, who's wearing a Montreal Canadiens jersey. And Barry 3D Carter, who's trying to be smart.
Right, Barry. The glasses don't make you look any smarter.
I was wondering where the fuck you were going with that. I'm like, we're like 15 episodes in. People know by now. You're good.
The damage is done. It's too late.
Absent tonight, as you can probably tell, is Zulf. We believe he's out getting hookers. I don't know why.
I don't know what happened to Zulf.
Getting
Don't
hookers. That's wrong. He's married. He's happily married. Well, he's married. I mean, like, is anybody ever really happily married? You know?
Shut up.
You guys have to deal with that.
There's nothing to deal with when you're happy, Dave.
Exactly. It's all just fucking sunshine and lollipops, isn't it?
That's what it is.
So, as you may have noticed, occasionally on this show, I wear black. Like, I just wear a black t-shirt. Mostly because it's a slimming color. If you know me, see, you guys always look slim and fit and everything else. Well, you do. You look it. You might not be it, but you look it. As black don't crack, and you still look fit. I don't know. But there's been something that's been bugging me for a couple of weeks now, and I don't know what it is. And I think it goes back to that whole, like, people are braver on the internet because there's no consequence to what they're saying. But there's a number of females out in the world, just all over the place, that are finding ways of making money and being internet models. I'm sure you guys have seen some. You probably haven't studied them or like followed them on the social medias because your wives are around, and I get that. That's fine. But there are some that are, robust, larger, BBWs, if you will. And some of them are fucking phenomenal looking. Like,
true
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
Yo, Skippy.
and there's these guys that, like, they post their comments going, you're fat. You shouldn't be doing that. What do you eat during a day? And I just... Excuse me for a second. I just want to clear my throat so that I say this properly and everybody understands. If you don't like the content that somebody's putting out, and that includes us as well, if at any point in time that we say something, or let's face it, I say something that's going to offend, okay, by all means, if you want to contact me personally and come up and say, you know what, that was wrong, you shouldn't have said that, or whatever else, but you want to leave a comment on the video saying that I'm an asshole or whatever else it is, by all means, I can take it. I have thick skin. Okay? But until you actually decide that you're going to come up and you're going to do the exact same thing, and you're going to get a format, and you're going to post your opinions and everything else. And same thing for these women that are out there and whatnot, and, trying to do something positive and make something of themselves, regardless of what it is, just because you don't fucking agree with it. Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. change the fucking channel and go hang yourself. You fucking cocksuckers. There is no point in time at for anything for people to be sitting there going, you know what? I've looked through 35 of your pictures and I can tell you're fat. Well, guess what, son? If you look through 35 pictures, there's something there. You're a little bit attracted, okay? And I don't care. I really don't. I don't care what people do with that. Like, honestly, if you fuck chickens to get off, I don't give a shit. Okay? You can build 1,000 bridges, and nobody's ever going to call you a bridge builder. But you suck one cock. Guess what? The point I'm trying to make is I can't believe that in this day and age, and especially today, because we're filming this and it's International Women's Day. Mm-hmm. Happy International Women's Day to all the females that are watching. And, you know, I fucking stunned you are. Like, honestly, like, we are three of the ugliest fuckers on the planet. Well, not Barry, but, you know.
No.
You know.
He is one of the ugliest fuckers on the planet.
I'm pretty.
In prison, Barry. In prison. Okay?
Oh, Barry, you'd be passed around in prison for fucking cigarettes so fast it wouldn't be funny.
Oh, shoot. They put a wig on me and call me Wendy. Let's be real, man. You know what I mean? I get in there and they're like, yo, man. I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. Oh, face down, ass up. That's it. I'm done.
Like, have you guys ever... And not saying that you guys go to these sites and you guys look at these pictures, because I know you don't, because you're fine upstanding gentlemen like that. I, on the other hand, is apparently a fucking degenerate, so I'll look.
I go.
But have you ever seen some of the? Like, but have you ever seen some of the comments on these fucking people?
Okay,
like
it pisses me off. Like, okay, anyone, if you're gonna go on someone's page and just to go on there to shit on them, fuck you. Absolutely fuck you, kiss my ass, and because they don't have the guts to bring it to anybody's face. I will back to the situation. I was at one of my jobs over the years, and I was working with this one guy, and true story. So I was going out with this one girl. She came in, and she was very curvy, right? To me, she was curvy. Me and her got along. She was great, and everything. And she came into the store. Now he didn't know that was my girlfriend at the time. So when he walked in, he goes, oh, Barry, man, and every time he's always calling me up to my job. He's like, Barry, you come see this girl. You got to come see this girl. And I'm like, what's up? Oh, man, she's got a tight ass. And he would do this. Look at that. She's got a little tight ass. And I'm like, dude, she looks like she's 16. It's like, fuck you, man. It's like, really? That's like the width of my dick. I'd break somebody. Get off this, man. You know? So my girlfriend came in. She's like, oh, man, this girl came and asked if you, man. But yeah, that's what he would do. And
I guess it's true what they say. That's fucking impressive.
Holla! And she came.
And they do.
And she
especially when it slips into the wrong hole and then they shit all over you.
Ooh! Wow. Okay.
Oh, at least you were here on time for that comment.
You got to see last week's video. So he came in and she came in and he's like, oh, Barry, this girl's asking for you. It's like, yeah. I was like, oh, man, she's got a big ass. I'm like, yeah. It's like, no, man. I'm like looking at him like, what girl are you talking about? And I'm looking at him like, that's my girlfriend, right? He's like, I didn't know. I'm like, first of all, you need to shut up. So let me read you the riot act. At the time, he was, he's looking for these women. He had probably more brain cells than he had teeth. And let me tell you that most of his teeth were out of his fucking mouth. So he had no teeth. He was not in shape at all. He didn't keep himself properly, so he was unkept. That was the thing. It's not the fact that he was big. He was unkept. You understand that? He would have a liter of Pepsi at his 15-minute break in the morning, have 2 12-inch meatball subs for lunch, and have another liter of Pepsi at his 15-minute break in the afternoon. Burping all the time, and he thought that he can get someone like, you know, Gigi Hadid or whoever these supermodels are, he thought he had a chance with them. It's like, really? Out of all people who should not be shaming somebody, it's your dumbass. And these are the people that sit there and make comments on these BBWs that are out there that have their internet models and have them. I'm not ashamed. I follow them. Fucking yeah. If you got curves, okay, I'll take a look. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's just fucking wrong that you know, you're gonna make comments like that. Look at yourself first before you make a comment. And if you have a problem with how they look, the issue is not with how they look, it's how you look with your insecurities. So while you're jerking off in the bathroom, looking at their pictures and then feeling bad about it after, just man up, own up to that shit, say you like it, or get the fuck off their page and grow up and be a man.
Thank you. And I'm gonna add to that. Steve Harvey said it best. There's all these people out there going, you know what? I don't want nobody who's out of shape and this and that. I don't want to know this and that. I don't want. Take a look at yourself first, because you ain't in shape. You ain't getting nobody in shape. And number two, no, Barry. I'm gonna say it. I like my chicken dick. Okay, I don't like skinny girls, but that's not my place to be skinny shaming anybody. It's not my place to be saying anything about anybody, because you know what? I have my own flaws. Let me finish.
Oh, I thought you said chicken dick. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
No, I apologize. I swear to God, that's what I thought you said. And I was like, what the fuck how do we get onto this?
Chicken dick.
I don't like
it did sound like that.
You lied ass motherfucker. No. Listen, man. Listen. All these guys who go on everybody else's website to talk shit, it's because they are shit. Straight up.
That's how they feel about themselves.
But they got no guts. And they can sit back there behind that pale veil of the internet protecting them. You know what? You're an asshole. You know what? You're just, you know what? If I was in front of you, listen, let me tell you motherfuckers out there. If you was in front of me, I'd fuck you up. Okay? Straight up.
Don't let the smile fool you.
Women, let me explain something to you. You're all beautiful. Don't matter what no man says about you. You're all beautiful. Okay?
And that's the other thing too, because no matter what, it's always you always see it on. You know, it's not even these like the muscle heads or anything like that. You know, like these guys aren't sitting there and they're like, you know, well, I'm going to the gym every day. You should too, because you know what? A lot of them do go to the gym. A lot of them do work out. A lot of them are tight and firm and toned. Well, not toned, but yeah, toned. Yeah, it's a good, you know, like I will fucking fully admit, I look like I'm in my 13th trimester. Okay. I get that. I have looked this way for a long fucking time. Okay. I get that. And up until recently, like I said, I've always been big. I've always been thick. I've always been overweight. And everything was always tight on me. Right? Like my stomach was tight. It wasn't like, you know, a bowl full of jelly. Ha ha ha.
Right.
You know, it was pretty solid. You know, and it's only been like jiggly in the last couple of months because I've started like dropping weight and everything else. Right? And it was always one of those, like, I've never thought much about it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm out of shape. I get that. You know, but I also
But you carry yourself well, and that's
years.
Yeah, but you carry, and I'm not trying to make excuses. I don't care what size you are. I don't care if you're 400 pounds. I don't care if you're 100 pounds. To me, it's how you carry yourself. If you're going to come up in a dirty shirt and dirty jeans and you don't take care of your appearance, doesn't matter what size you are, then it's going to look negative. If you keep yourself well together, then great on you. And I don't judge anybody, just like I don't judge any of these women. I follow some of them on my social media, and I feel no way about it. Why? I just hate that people are going to knock them because they don't fit their ideal, but then themselves are not in that ideal. It's like when you see that joke, you see memes going around about it, where you see how do guys like this get girls like that? It's because they're multimillionaires. You know, you see the guy, you know, overweight, he's in a Speedo, and he's got the young girl around him, and it's like, oh, okay, because he's got a multi-million-dollar business, and he can provide a certain lifestyle. Got it, haha, funny. But the guys making the comments aren't those guys. Those are guys still at home, living in mommy and daddy's basement.
No,
going on the internet when they're in the bathroom so no one can see, right? Scrolling through, 3 o'clock in the morning or early in the morning when they wake up a little woody. Those are the guys that are gonna make those comments, and then because they don't feel good about it, but they portray that it's not just, and it's
guys,
not just them.
The secret is these same guys who make those comments still look at the pictures. These guys who make those comments still buy the magazine. These guys who make those comments are the same losers who will tell you, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that, because they need you to back them up, and they're doing it.
It's literally like they're looking at these pages. They're looking at these like Instagram pages or Twitter pages and everything else. And they're like,
yeah.
Oh, I hate you, you fat bitch. Like it's almost. I know there's a terminology for it, but I can't think of what it is right now. It's one of those.
Asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Insecure asshole?
Yes, that's part of it, but it's actually like there's a medical term where you actually hate, like you not feel bad, but you hate yourself afterwards type thing. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they hate themselves throughout the whole process, though. I don't think they hate themselves before. I think
that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me one bit either. But it's literally like, I'm going to use your pictures to get off, and then I'm going to say you should really go on a diet because I got through 15 pictures of you, and there's this other girl I only got through 10.
Absolutely, it's so wrong, and it goes even beyond the fat shaming. I mean, I heard a story. And the girl is not overweight. She is a slim mom. Her 3 kids were expelled from private school because she has OnlyFans, and they found out. Now, she's down in the States. She lives in a nice neighborhood. 3 kids, all in private school, so she's making money.
Well, all private Catholic school.
Sorry, that's exactly it. You know the story. All private Catholic school. And then they said that they found out that the mom had an OnlyFans page, so they kicked the kids out. And they were all 3 are under the ages of 12, if I remember correctly, right? Different ages. So let me put it this way. It didn't seem to be a problem when she put them in school. She paid the bills on time. She paid for a house. She's not doing anything illegal. It's all consenting people that are signing up to the page. To me, where it blew up, in my opinion, I can't confirm it. It's never been put as a story, but I'm sure that another mom caught her husband looking at the pictures and signed up to this site and said, "What's this you signed up for? Hey, isn't that so-and-so that brings the kids to school? That bitch!" And then complained to the school to get her kids expelled. So the mom is not, especially right now with COVID, a lot of people have lost their jobs, and I think there's been a boost in OnlyFans pages opening up.
Oh, there fucking has been.
Right? And she's making her money legally with consenting adults. It's either you want to see it, you pay. You see it, okay, fine. You don't want to pay, move on to the next one. She's not chasing people down. They're going after her to sign up for this as a monthly service to see it. And then,
you know what? It's the same thing. It's the same thing like back in the day. You used to watch these women on the Phil Donahue show talk about, they opened up a strip club in my neighborhood, and I don't think that you're only doing that because your husband went to the strip club one time.
Exactly.
You're mad at the stripper because they're in shape and they're using what they've got to make the money that they need to live, and you're pissed off that you have 3 kids and you are at home.
But take it back. It has nothing to do with them being in shape. It's not about what you look like. No. It's what you think. So it comes this down. If you don't want your husband to sign up for an OnlyFans page, right, to look at someone naked, then maybe you need to spice some things up in the bedroom to keep it that way.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You know what? If you look at things and you're offended by somebody who's doing something that has really nothing to affect your fucking life whatsoever,
leave them be.
anybody who's doing OnlyFans, anybody who's doing fucking internet porn, or fucking TikToks, or fucking Instagram posts, or Twitter, or whatever it is, it's a simple fucking concept. Okay, it's very simple. It's very fucking. It's just right there. If you don't like what they're posting, if you don't like the pictures that they're showing, if you don't like what they're saying, don't fucking follow them. You don't have to change anything in your life. All you got to do is click, I'm not following you. I don't like what Howard Stern said on the radio the other day. You know what? I don't fucking listen to Howard Stern. It's a simple concept.
Yeah, but they can't help themselves. Even Howard Stern in his own movie said that he gets more ratings and reviews from his listenership. And out of his listenership, majority of them don't like him, but they tune in every day to see what he's going to say next. Haters going to hate. They can't stop themselves.
Well,
it's compulsive.
literally. But I mean, like, but that's the thing. Like, and it bugs the shit out of me. Like, I've never wanted to fucking kill people more in my life than sitting there looking at some of these comments, and it's like, well, what do you eat? What did you have for lunch? Like, how much do you know? And like, they're being honest, and they'll be like, I had like a fucking salad and some chicken, and they're like, oh, was it a whole bucket?
Right? And
fuck off.
I think even culturally, it makes differences. And what I mean by that,
from the culture, it comes from the culture that we live in. It's this. Well, people need to insult somebody else only to make themselves feel better, or they need to denigrate somebody. Okay, shame is one thing, but when you put it in the context of culture, it's in the cultural eye to shame anybody who's not following along with what the culture feels should be normal.
Okay, but you're not taking what I mean by culture. When I say by culture, I'm not talking the culture of the world. I'm talking about demographic backgrounds. So I noticed with me personally, and I'm no doctor or anything like that, but I noticed amongst, let's say, black people.
That's not what one of the D's stands for?
Deep, dark, and delicious.
Deep, dark, and doctoral?
Today it does. And when I look at black culture, people raised in the West Indies, we like our women thick. Not all of us. Some like skinny, some like them thick, some like them really thick. And I think there's less stigmata among that. And when you walk into a reggae dance hall or a pro black club, you're going to see bigger women in there with confidence, knowing that they have a chance to meet a guy. And it's not to say the guy has to be that same size. They're going to go and meet a cute guy and have a relationship, have a one night stand, have whatever it is. Right. And not feel like, oh, this guy's not going to talk to me. I don't have a chance because here I am with my friend and she's 100 pounds lighter than me. So she's going to have a chance of getting this guy. I find that more in the black clubs. When you go in a predominantly white club, maybe now, but you go back 20 years ago, it'd be like, oh, she's a big girl. Oh, okay. And the guys, and could be wrong, will go to a slimmer frame woman. I think now big booties is now the new thing. OnlyFans is blown up. That's made it a new thing. But you go back then, and you see it in certain cultures. If you look back at one of Ludacris' videos, right? Get Back, and you look at that whole video, he's got 5 dancers in there, and all 5 of those dancers are BBWs, all dressed the same thing, breaking out a routine in a mini skirt and shorts, and not anyone that I know that watched it. If you look at the black community, it's like, oh yeah, she's cute. But when you watch a white guy back then watch, you'd be like, why are they so big? Like, what are you talking about? We didn't even think about that. But that's what I mean by that demographic. So it depends on who's more comfortable with it. I think it's more, even though it's not 100% accepted to a certain degree, it's more open now than it was 20 years ago. And that's
but 20 years ago, it was always like, oh, meet my friend. She's got a great personality.
Right? And now she's an Instagram model with X amount of followers, and she's an influencer, and she's making money promoting brands like Fashion Nova, which caters to shapely women.
Yeah, and people are still people are still leaving those comments saying, you're too fat for this. You should lose weight.
Fuck them.
You know what? She will lose weight. She'll lose 150 pounds of a fucking idiot that obviously has nothing better to do with his fucking time than be on the internet looking at these photos going, my God, they're repulsive.
Guys. Some time for Billy Joel.
You never let me down before. Don't imagine. Million, and I don't see you anymore.
Okay, before we get sued for using the song, just wanted to make sure that. Listen, you know what? We do. We love you just the way you are.
Yes.
If you're doing it and you're comfortable doing it, and that's the main thing right now, especially this day and age. If you are comfortable in your own skin, I don't give a shit what anybody else says. Fuck them. Okay? Never let inanimate objects, and that includes the fucking dipshits on the internet, that includes scales, that includes whatever. Never let inanimate objects tell you how to feel. Absolutely. If you're fucking happy with yourself, then fucking be happy. Okay?
Because I'm happy for you.
Be naked. Be naked and happy.
In baby oil.
And you can probably tell that Thomas's wife is out of the house right now. All right, folks. Thank you very much for watching. For Barry 3D Carter and Thomas Patrice, I'm Dave Sokolowski. Listen, man, there are a lot of good people out in this world. There's a lot of assholes, too. Okay? Most of them are on the internet leaving fucking stupid messages. But there are a lot of good people out in this world. And if you can't find one, be one. Thank you.
Woo! Shivers! Every time.